Hello and welcome to the first Big Five Project Area Informational. Tonight we are focusing on family and community health. Today's code word is going to be money-wise. As I mentioned in the video yesterday, you'll submit that code word through our county webpage. You can either submit it after you watch this video or you can wait until you've watched all 5 videos and submit all 5 code words at the same time. All I ask is that these code words be submitted by August 6th in order to have a chance to win one of the prizes. So the project areas that fall under family and community health are consumer education, fashion and interior design, food and nutrition, health and personal safety. So over the next few slides, we'll talk a little bit about the learning opportunities for the 4-Hers, the different contests that are attached to some of these project areas, as well as hear from a couple of our 4-Hers who are active in these project areas. So first up, we have consumer education. If you have a 4-Her who enjoys shopping, but maybe you want them to learn a little bit more on how to save money while shopping, the consumer education project is for them. This project area focuses on having the kids compare prices, test for quality, and make purchases based on facts and research. So some of these learning experiences that they'll have is they'll learn a little bit about money management, how to save money, smart purchasing skills, goal setting, and planning for the future. Another thing we focus on in the consumer education project is teaching the kids needs versus wants. So instead of having them just purchase the name brand item, we have them look a little bit at the quality of the product and pick the product that is actually the best quality for the money they are spending. So the 2 contests that are attached to our consumer education project area is going to be our consumer decision making contest, which is a 3 to 4 member team contest. The kids are given a scenario, and based on that scenario, they have to purchase the best product. So the scenario could be someone trying to purchase the best set of Bluetooth headphones, and you'll have 4 products in front of you, and based on what that purchaser is saying they need or they want, they'll then rank those products from best to worst. So the typical time for this contest is going to be December to February. Another contest opportunity, which you'll see across a lot of the project areas, is going to be an educational presentation. So this can be a 1 to 2 member team. You basically create a presentation and then present on that presentation. So there's a list about 12 different categories that the kids can make an educational presentation over. One of the ones that they can do here could be our open family and community health category, which means they can talk a little bit about money, being money-wise, money safe, good financial health, stuff like that. So the typical time for this contest is going to be March to May. So our next project area is going to be our fashion and interior design project. In this project area, 4-Hers will learn a little bit about machine and hand sewing techniques, some consumer shopping skills like needs versus wants, which they can then transition into our consumer education project area, learning how to create environmentally friendly projects, and then learning a little bit about their personal style and their personal care of those projects. So some of those learning experiences focus on some of those sewing basics, like learning how to sew on a button, recycling, repurposing, and upcycling different fabrics or items. And a good example of this is actually our Duds to Dazzle contest. A little bit about fabric science and how those fabrics are made and produced. Some elements of design sketching, clothing care, and then a little bit about wardrobe planning. To talk a little bit about the contest opportunities within our fashion and interior design project area, I have Miss Grace Trees, who is pretty active in all of our different contests within this project area.
Hi, my name is Gracie Trees, and my favorite project in 4-H is fashion and interior design. There are several things you can do in this project. Duds to Dazzle is a contest where you're given fabric and have to turn it into something else. You work with a team to design and sew something and then present it to judges. For example, my team has made shoes, purses, cozies, and shorts. In fashion show, you sew something and then present it to judges. You have to describe how you made it. My favorite contest is Fashion Storyboard. You have to make a poster that shows the inspiration and design for a piece of clothing, jewelry, accessory, or furniture. I like this contest because I want to be a fashion designer someday. I hope you will be interested in this project. Thank you.
So just to kind of sum up what Gracie said, so we have three big contests, which is Duds to Dazzle, which is a 3 to 5 member team. You receive one item, and then you have to create something new with that item. So this, as I mentioned earlier, is our recycle, repurpose, and upcycle contest. It's a lot of fun to see what the kids can create in that contest. Next, we have our fashion show, which is an individual contest, and there are both buying and construction categories. So you don't necessarily have to sew your item. You can purchase it as long as it fits within those subcategories within fashion show. And then the last contest is going to be our fashion storyboards, which again is an individual contest. And this contest allows the designer to kind of tell the story of a start to finish of how they got from point A to point B. So our next project area is going to be food and nutrition, and this is one of our larger project areas within Tom Green County. Through this project area and through the different contest opportunities that are available to the kids, they'll learn a little bit about making healthy food choices, how nutrition affects your health, preparing nutritious meals as well as snacks, and then how to prepare and store foods safely. So some of these learning experiences focus on general nutrition, meal planning or menu planning, food purchasing and budgeting, food preparation, food safety, and then any food and nutrition related careers such as being a dietitian or even a nutritionist. So in our food and nutrition project area, we have three main contests that are open to the kids. We have food show, which is an individual contest where the kids will select a recipe based on the theme for the year. They prepare that recipe and then they present the recipe to the judges and they talk a little bit about food safety, my plate, how they prepared the dish, stuff like that. And the typical time for this contest is going to be September to November. The next one is going to be Food Challenge, which is one of our larger contests that we have here in Tom Green County. That is going to be a 3 to 4 member team. Much like Duds to Dazzle, they'll receive one ingredient and then they have to create a dish based on that ingredient. They do have access to a grocery store the day of the contest, and that is all they have access to. They have to create a new dish by themselves as a team. And it's a lot of fun to see how these kids get creative with the item that they've received. The typical time for this contest is going to be October to January. And then the last one is our SCH Quiz Bowl. So this is going to be a 4 to 5 member team contest. It's set up much like a tournament game show style play. So it's a lot like Family Feud setup kind of. So the kids there's two teams going against each other. The kids are asked a question and then they buzz in, and whoever buzzes in the fastest gets the chance to answer the question first. So the typical time for this contest is going to be February to April. The last project area we're going to talk about today is our health and personal safety project area. Through this project, you'll learn a little bit about how to prevent accidents and injuries, recognize and remove different hazards, keep your family, friends, and yourself safe, and then practice safety in all areas of their life. So some different learning experiences, which go back to our other projects that we've talked about today, is a little bit about healthy eating, physical activity, social and emotional well-being, vehicle and driving safety, and then internet, home, sports, and farm safety. So the two main contests that fall within the health and personal safety project is going to be our Healthy Lifestyles contest, which is a 3 to 4 member team contest. It's set up much like our consumer education project or our contest. And so the kids will judge 8 classes and select the best option based on a scenario. So much like consumer decision making, they get a scenario and it could be purchasing a fishing shirt that will maximize sun protection. And then they rank those based on, again, what the purchaser is needing versus what they're wanting. There is a team think aspect to the Healthy Lifestyles contest, which allows the team to actually work as a team and come up with a solution to a problem that they are given. And a typical time for this contest is going to be April to May. As I mentioned earlier, another contest is going to be your educational presentation. So again, this is a 1 to 2 member team contest. You create a presentation and then present on the presentation. So for our health and personal safety categories, there's a health and wellness category, ag and farm safety. Then again, there's our open SCH. If you can't fit your presentation into any of those other categories, that one's available to y'all as well. And as I mentioned earlier, the typical time for this one is going to be March to May. So within this project area, there's also some different chances for some leadership opportunities. So here in Tom Green County, we have our 4-H and FCH coalition, as well as the opportunity to be a Healthy Texas Youth Ambassador. So today we have Ms. Caroline Holtman kind of talking about what a Healthy Texas Youth Ambassador does.
Hi, my name is Caroline Holtman, and I'm a Healthy Texas Youth Ambassador here in Tom Green County. To be a Healthy Texas Youth Ambassador, it's important to be passionate about improving the health and wellness of ourselves, our peers, and our community. At a recent training, we as ambassadors learned our responsibilities, and we were also educated on worldly problems facing us teens today and how to combat them. This year, our goal as an ambassador group is to spread awareness about these problems and to start the conversation.
So that is all I have for our Big 5 project area informational for today. So as I mentioned in our last video, if you have any questions, feel free to either send me an email or give our office a call, or you can even contact us through our different social media pages. We are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. I just want to thank y'all for watching, and don't forget to submit your code word, which was MONEYWISE, for the Family and Community Health Project Area Informational.